Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. I know I am 17 whole minutes late, y'all. I know I'm so sorry for that. Okay, I was cooking some food. I was cooking my New Year's Day meal, okay, which I'm going to post later on my IG and on my YouTube. Honey, and up here trying to get these damn graphics together, then overcook my damn meat, okay, which I'm like, damn it, man. And I will talk about that in a minute. But again, I am sorry for being late, but I'm happy that it is so far 62 people in the room. Y'all could be anywhere in the world. Well, y'all are many places in the world, but y'all are also here with me. Happy New Year to everyone. And my lipstick is nice, I hope, okay. But happy New Year to all the people around here. Welcome to the channel. If you are new or old or whatever, welcome to the corner, okay. Welcome to the corner, okay. It is what it is. I hope y'all can hear me just good and just right or whatever, because we are here to have a good time. We are here to discuss the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. We don't know if this is season 4 or season 5. All I know is it's the reunion, okay, and we're gonna discuss it. It came on yesterday. It was some things, okay. It was some things, in my opinion. I feel like I don't have the best graphics because I was rushing. I really should have finished my stuff last night, but I did not. Oh crap. Honey, dropping phones. I really should have finished my graphics last night like I thought I was going to, but I did not. And then today I was getting rushed to get graphics, trying to get some food in my systems. Okay, but we are here. Anyway, look, if y'all don't know, now you know. Please be sure to do a couple things. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and. Okay, make sure to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and also on the Twitter of the Turd. Okay, do not forget to please like the video. Please and thank you for liking the video. Okay, yes. Y'all know to also comment in the comment section because it's a conversation. Okay, this is a conversation between us. Who is us? Us is all of us. Who is all of us? Us is we. We is me and you and whoever else is around here watching. Thank you to the live watchers. Thank you to those who be watching the read of the play. Okay, and y'all know at the end of this, please hit the little share. Share me with those you like, you love, others, whoever is on your social media. Share me on your Twitter. Share me on your Facebook. Thank you. Okay, now I'm here and I don't know how I look. because I ain't seeing myself on camera, but hi. Same sweatshirt from yesterday because I took it off and put it back on today. It's whatever. I'm at home. Leave me be, bitch. Okay. But hi. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yay. Confetti. And stuff. Okay. But hey, y'all. I ain't seen y'all since last year. Whatever. Anyway, okay, we are here for a conversation. Y'all ready? Y'all here for the mess? Like the video? So hello to all the people who was around here, who came here for the foolish of the nest. We all know happy New Year to all the people. Hi. Okay, trying to make sure I can, click on everybody that said something, whatever. But hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people that's here. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Okay. That's my Happy New Year song, okay? That's what it is. Me and you, your mom, your cousin, too, everybody around here, okay? I will have a gospel chat later on, but that's different. You know what I'm saying? This is a show review. I don't want to get into nothing else besides the show stuff. I will have a gospel chat up either later today or tomorrow. Again, y'all know if there's news or gospel stuff, you have to send it to, either you can DM it to me, you can email it to me. Okay, you can put it in the comment section. We're not here because on the live, because I don't go back and watch my lives. So the comments that be around here, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember. So anything y'all like, oh, can you not just send it, just DM it to me on my IG. That's why why I should see it as soon as on my IG DM. And send it there, because that way I have I can go back and see what people say. But around here, by the time I'm done, I don't be remembering nothing I be saying on here. I don't be remembering nothing. Okay, thanks for going live. You're welcome. Look, I feel I've been live. I told y'all when I was on vacation that because I was off my regular job. And I said, I think I'm gonna go live all the time. I think I'm gonna go live every day. It's me. People to be sick of me is what I believe. I think I told y'all. I think I said prepare to be sick of me. I was for real because I feel like I have been live just about every day. I think except Christmas. I didn't go live on Christmas Day, but I was live like every day this whole time since I've been on vacation. Okay, I go back to work on Tuesday. So after tomorrow, all my lives will be 9:30 p.m. and I'll have videos that like premiere throughout the day, but my lives Monday through Friday will only be, from 9, because I don't got to work till 8:30. 9 p.m. and after, okay? We know that the new year, new show, not new shows, but we know shows is coming back. So I'm going to be reviewing, some shows that we like, okay, that we may not like, that we may love. I don't know. Y'all know I'm doing Love at the Lockup. We was on for that yesterday. It was great. A great time was had. Y'all know BMF coming back. Going to review that, which comes on Stars. Growing Up Hip Hop is back. I'm going to review Growing Up Hip Hop this season because it's the folks that I like. What else is back? Let me look at my little thing. I'm doing Married at First Sight. Okay, so the new season of Married at First Sight, which starts this week, I'm going to review that. Okay, I'm getting back into reviewing stuff that I like. Okay, I'm not reviewing everything, but I have enough time now, and how I'm able to, move on my stuff or whatever. I have time now to do the shows. I like it's a Growing Up Hip Hop, Love at the Lockup. I'm gonna be doing BMF. I'm gonna be doing Raised to Love. I'm gonna be doing, of course, Love Mitch Huntsville, Potomac, and I think those are all the shows I'm gonna be doing. I believe. I think so. Yes. So Raised to Love, Growing Up Hip Hop, the Love and Marriage franchise, when the Love and Marriage DC come back, I'm gonna be doing that. Potomac, but the new ones is BMF, Raised to Love, Growing Up Hip Hop. Oh, and Married at First Sight. So just be looking out for those lives when I do those reviews, or if I do it as a premiere. Okay, be around here too. Yes, 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 yes. Anyway, hey, happy new year to the people, the people, the people. Please be blessed. Okay. My first live of 2023. Y'all know 2022 was a crazy, hard, different year for me. So I am very happy to be into this year, happy and whole and healthy around here, okay? With box braids, pretty lips, pretty hips, and all these things. And I'm around here loved and respected, okay? Doing my thing, building my brand, trying to get this hangnail off my nail because it drives me crazy and I don't know what my clipper is at. And I'm trying to give folk time to get into the room so we can get started on this review or whatever. I've been, I done broke like I don't know how many nails the past couple days. Anyway, thank y'all for making the live. Okay, thank y'all for making the live. Thank you for sharing stuff on your tab. But yes, yeah, my lineup. I'm trying to have my lineup be shows that are easily reviewable, that we can laugh about, have real conversation. Because Ready to Love, Growing Up Hip Hop, which seems to be a better season. I think they're going to kind of focus on more real stuff and not like what. So Growing Up Hip Hop, Ready to Love, Married at First Sight, and I'm able to just, what I'm saying, it's a good thing. Okay, I feel, what I'm saying, I feel good about how I'm already starting to do my shit. Okay, do my shit. And yes, okay, yeah, pretty hips and lips and all that goes with it. Hit the like button. Yeah. And thank you for all my new subscribers who are new JayBirds, all my old JayBirds. Old meaning y'all been here for a minute. Okay, I appreciate everybody that's around here. But okay, we 12 minutes in. Let's get to it. So, Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4 or 5, we don't know, had their reunion. I think they trying to call it season 4 reunion only because they never had one. And I also feel like because they are, backtracking for stuff that I was like, what? Why they bring up old shit? It's because they have not, had a reunion with some of the stuff that had happened before. Okay, so I was like, whatever, that's fine. Now, we had already showed the fashions of everybody, mainly everybody, beforehand when they tape the reunion. So we're not really gonna have a full fashion review because we already did that. That video is already on my channel somewhere. We can do that. Anyway, we did not see Kimmy and Carlos's outfit. Those are the only two folk we did not see. So this is Kimmy's dress. I don't like it. It looks very dominatrix. Now, don't get me wrong. Kimmy's body looks fucking amazing. Okay, her body looks fucking amazing. Completely amazing. Okay, but I did not like the outfit because of the drapery of it. The drapes in the front, the fact that it looked like she got on, stockings that is dominatrix like. Her hair and makeup was amazing. Okay, I loved her hair and her makeup. But the dress was a horrible decision, even though Kimmy body looks great. Her face, her hair, her makeup looks great. Okay. This too, I didn't get it. I did not. The shoulder pads. I was like, what is going on? Okay. It's like no one needs no. I don't know. And that's maybe it was a last minute dress decision. I don't know. But I was like, why Kimmy? And Kimmy, Kimmy looks be hit and miss. But yeah, and y'all know I love Kimmy. I love Kimmy. We also wish Kimmy well. We wish healing over her body. But we not here to talk about Kimmy's diagnosis right now. We only discussing what she wore. Okay. But I just did not like the outfit. Her back was out in this outfit as well. Well, I think she showed a little video of herself. Y'all know I'm trying to get to my of the gram. Okay, get to your Instagram because that's where it's at. Get to your Instagram because that's Where is that? Y'all, I'll be singing songs because that's how I, you know what I'm saying, get through the times of what I'm saying. And get through trying to get to a different screen. Okay, yeah, let me get to it. So let me share my IG so y'all can see her outfit in motion. Okay, because that won't get flagged. Okay. Won't get me flagged in it. So this is her outfit in motion. Okay. Again, I just did not like the outfit. It's the part like right at the hip and the thigh part where it's the space of it all. You know, it's like her thighs had Spanx on, but a part of her thigh was out. It was confusing to me. I see the idea of what it was, and then the idea, you know, it just went left. It went all the way left. It kind of never went right. Okay, when it was right, it just said, "Well, nope, let me go left." And I just know. But her Kimmy face card, bitch, don't ever get declined. You hear me? Don't ever get declined. Never, never. Okay, but this outfit just did not do it for me. Okay. At least not for the reunion. Like you need wind for that outfit to kind of make sense. And the shoulder pads really look like Superman. I'm here to save the world. Here to save the world. It's high shoulder pads. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. Let me leave Kimmy alone. Anyway, Carlos had on a regular suit as always, with his design, the material, the the print of it all was shiny and swirly. It really do look like grandmama's grandmama drapes. You can't tell me that material don't remind your grandmama's drapes in the dining room just a little bit darker. Okay, they usually was a girl. Those grandma's drapes. Grandma's drapes. He's wearing grandma's drapes on his body, but the suit fit great. But I was like, whatever. Anyway, so those were the two outfits of folks who did not see when we're gonna take. Okay, now the whole thing. Get to my notes, y'all. Get to my notes. I can make sure I'm on task. Carlos. First of all, Love and Marriage Huntsville is very much so housewives. Okay, so it's the same premise. We see him going to each person's room, having a conversation. I don't know who came up with the process of these things, but Love and Marriage for sure is a recreation, or just I won't say recreation. It's just like Housewives. We already know what to expect. We know what's gonna happen all the time. Okay, and I was like, I would let that be. So we see him, going to couple to couple. He went to Kimmy and Maurice or whatever, like, hey, what is your what do you think will happen today? And Kimmy said, I always like to sit back and watch the fireworks. Now, the reason I find that interesting is because that means Kimmy also was aware they don't really be involved in much shit at all. They do just sit back, chill out, and just watch everybody else talk, react, fuss. Kimmy and Maurice, like, no tea, no shade, they're not the most boring people, but it maybe not be as many as fireworks, but she's true. She was like, I'm gonna sit back and watch the fireworks because I know they're gonna be popping off, pop, 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 pop. And Kimmy don't have to pop off like that. So it fully makes sense. Okay. Now he went in there and was talking to the other Scots. The Scots we look, it's the Scots we do like, and then it's the Scots we don't like. Okay. And we all know that most of us do not like the damn Marsau and Tisha of it all. Not at all. Because they get on our nerves in every way. On mostly all the days, Tisha and Marsau is aggravating, and they are the Scots we don't really care for that much. We wish them well, but we also wish they would go away. Okay. Anyway, Carlos is talking to Wanda. Wanda, girl, I don't know what Wanda wearing, and I could not get a good photo because she was moving too fast. But I need someone to tell Wanda she is not a fly girl on In Living Color. In Living Color, well, she not. She isn't. Okay, so Carlos was saying how Wanda was the one who brought all the fire, brought the heat, and brought some mess or whatever. And Tisha gonna say, no, that you know who it was? It wasn't my mama. It was a person who had on Mr. T jewelry. I said, Mr. T, girl, talking about Mel, because Mel had on, you know what I'm saying, her the gold chains. I was like, first of all, the fact that you still out here defending your mama shows that you have a lack of intelligence that has deductive reasoning to say your mama also played a part in all the bullshit that happened between her and Mel. Okay. Oh, I agree, Riley. Carlos is very much involved in the mess. Okay, we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Okay. But again, Tisha tried to make it seem as if Mel was the one to blame for bringing on the whatever the season. No, you know Carlos was talking about that fight, that situation, that altercation between your mama and Mel, and your mama started that shit. Okay, she was the combustible engine that blew it all up. Please, your mama ran out the back of a goddamn beauty supply, ran around there trying to fight somebody. It was your mama, Tisha, your mama. Who was it? Who was it? Your mama. Who did it? Her mama. Who mama? Tisha mama. That's who. We ain't gotta play guess who. Who? 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 It wasn't Mr. Owl. It wasn't Mr. Owl, Tisha. It was your mama. Okay? Please stop making it seem like your mama didn't do shit. Okay, you messy, your mama messy, your husband messy, your house probably messy, your shoes probably messy. Okay, is y'all finances messy? Is y'all lawsuits messy? I mean, probably so. Maybe. Just maybe, baby. Okay, anyway, and I'm not saying Mel did not play any part in it. What I'm saying is your mama and Mel, but your mama. And Mel, but your mama. Okay? And can't nobody tell me different. Okay? I said what I said, period. Anyway. He then went and talked to Mel. He said, hey, Mel, okay, Mel, the goal of the day is love. Let me tell you this, okay? Can't nobody do it like Jesus. These girls get back to my head, okay? Anyway, can't nobody tell me that the goal in the room full of fuck why we don't fuck with is love. No, it's not. Not in this room. Not in that room. No, thank you. No, sir. No way. Don't. You can't come to me and tell me greet your enemies with love. Fuck them. I will greet them with cordial hellos. That's about it. But again, Carlos said, Mel, the goal today is love. Okay? It's love. And I was like, fuck you mean? Mel said, no, my goal is go. I'm going to hell. Look. I don't have to, love my enemies or folk I don't really rock with. Like, we not cool. I don't wish you no ill will. I don't wish nothing bad on you. But I'm not coming here in love because I see how you move. Okay? People need to understand if we not really cool like that, I don't wish you no ill will, but I'm not coming to you with love. I'm coming to you as a dope. Hi, hello. That's it. That's what you get. And if you go low, I'm going to hell. You hear me? I'll meet you there. I will meet you down in the gutter. Because the reunion is the place and time to get in that ass, to address whatever needs to be addressed. And I'm not around here trying to have Carlos tell me, this is a place to come with love. That's the goal. But you didn't say that when you was up at Keke and laughing with Tisha, who called Mel Mr. T jewelry wearer. Did you say, Tisha, we're coming with love? No. Fair is fair. If you want to tell Mel, come with love, tell Tisha her mama, her thick ass husband. Okay, all up and through. I have to learn to stay out the comment section because I don't, people who speak about God does not mean they can't also speak about hell. Hell is in the Bible. God did not say go to hell. But if you want to go to the lowest place with somebody, the lowest place that we know of is hell. It's a reference. So I love God too. God is the head of my household all days, in all ways, all the time. But we have to allow people to stop judging us because we speak of God and we believe in God. That does not mean we cannot use a reference, because hell is the lowest place that anyone knows of. So if you try to go low with me, if you try to go low, you better lay low. Okay, I'm going to go to the lowest place we all know of. I'm going to hell. It don't mean you're going to hell. So look, the people who we need to just stop. Right, Keisha, he was don't gaslight people. Don't tell me, Mel, it's love. It's love, Mel. It's love. No. If someone trying to go to, I'm not Jesus, ma'am. We ain't God. I don't try to be like God. I can't be that holy. I can't be that perfect. I can't be that on board because I'm human. We're all, let me stop. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I can't, I try to, that's why I try to stay out the comment section to allow y'all to have your conversations, and I'm not actively going back and forth with anybody. But when people try to critique anyone and say, oh, how can she talk about God? I talk about God too. And I would say, if you go low, I'm gonna meet you in hell. Anyway. But everyone's opinion is welcomed here. No one has to shut up. But I just try my best because I see stuff and I'm like, let me just, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, but yeah, Mel said, I'm gonna meet you in hell. Okay. If you come for me, if you go low, which means if you come for me, I'm gonna go lower than you, which is hell. I will see down there, but then God will come and get me from there, and He will bring me back to His kingdom. Yeah, that's what I would also say. God will deliver me from where I was. Okay, down there, down by the river, down by. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So Mel let him know, Carlos shut the hell up. Okay. Now we also see Martel around there in his dressing room alone. Okay, because he and Mel are not together. They have their own dressing rooms. And he's on the phone with Sheree. I find it funny that Martel be on the phone with Sheree when the camera's rolling. Don't y'all find that funny? Like, oh, here come the cameras. Yeah, this is Sheree. Oh, whatever. Okay, so Karla, hey Sheree, are you in love? I hope not that fast. So what can you tell us about Martel that we may not know? Why would you ask someone who just met that man, and you've known him for years? Okay, you've known him longer than Sheree has. What could Sheree know about that man that we don't know? What could it possibly be? Okay, nothing. But he's a great man. He's a great person. He's really, really a great person. He's a great father. Nothing like he's on TV. Sheree, stop lying. We don't believe you. Now, y'all know Martel was live on his IG last night, and he was at Sheree's New Year's Eve party at Chateau Sheree. Okay, Martel was drunk. I have the live. I have much of the live recorded. It was a lot of this, him just he looked drunk. So I may post a clip of it later on. But he was at Sheree's party. We seen Apollo. Apollo was there. The messy assistant Anthony was there. I have to re-watch it because I just had a report or whatever. But Martel was drunk. But Martel did bring the New Year in at Sheree house with a lot of people. It was a huge party. I seen Sheree's son was there. At one point, Martel had the camera pointed towards Sheree's son, and it was like two girls sitting there, whatever. And he said, "Yeah, they go to groupies." I'm like, "Groupies, groupies." But again, Martel is proof that when someone is drunk, you should not go live. It was very performative or whatever, but him and Sheree was together. But again, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's just when Carlos walked in, this is Sheree. This is Sheree. I need you to hold on. Okay, I look, stay on the phone, because eventually the cameras will come in here, and when they do, when I hear the door knob turn, I'm gonna start talking. That's your cue to pay attention because we on camera. Okay, deal. Okay, but yeah, I was like, girl, whatever. Yeah, I have that part. So I have to rewatch it and I have to cut it on up and put that on now. Okay. It was Martel was too, and I hate drunk people. I don't like, what I mean by that is when you're drunk and aggravating, I don't like you. And Martel was drunk, walking around in flip. I'm like, why are you in flip flops? Anyway, but yeah, Sheree said Martel was a great person and a great father. And I said, who are you trying to convince, us or the judge? I can't believe Sheree said Martel's a great father, because when do you see it? He's in Alabama, you in Atlanta. Are you around him a lot? Are you and him together when he's with the kids? Is that how you know he's a good father? Anyway, I was like, girl, it was messy. So we do see they do. So we go to each couple. So they get there. Okay, so we got Kimmy and Maurice. Okay, Maurice always has a suit jacket with a really cute print to it. It's a cute print, and it looks, like expensive, and like he paid a couple of dollars for it. It ain't nothing that was cheap at the all. And I like I like what Maurice is wearing. What Kimmy is wearing sitting here, the shoulder pads look horrible. If she did not have them shoulder pads on, sitting down, the dress does not look as bad. It don't look as bad. Anyway, but they sitting around there. Okay, we had Tisha and Marsau. Y'all know I call that man Megamind and his evil temptress wife Plastica, the Vembot. Okay, because they had that outfit on that was already was plastic. So Plastica come from when she was in a red dress that was like plastic on one of the confessionals. I'm not calling her plastic. The dress she had on was plastic. Okay, but yeah, Tisha and Marsau, around here or whatever. Baldy Gonzalez. I like Tisha's dress. It looks pretty, even though it also looks a bit cheap around the arms. It looked like they should have put on more, the little tassel, whatever those things is around her arms. I wish that didn't look so cheap, because it looked like they ran out of the sparkly stuff. But because you can't have, if you're gonna have a whole bunch of tassy type sparkly things, it should fully cover the material, because the arms look cheaper than the dress did. But I loved Tisha's look. Fucking loved it. Even Marsau, who looked real tight in this suit, he holding his, y'all know they said that Marsau be wearing shapewear. Anyway, but his suit looks nice. It's fine or whatever. I wonder why the men, at least why Maurice and Marsau look like they didn't get their beard done right. They look like, you know what I'm saying? I got these. They look like they just, you know what I'm saying? I wish their beards just looked a little bit more, freshly done. Because both of them are in nice suits, but they beard, look a little bit bummy. A little bit bummy. Okay. And then of course we had Mel and Martel, who of course were sitting across from each other. Honey, Carlos, put your ankles up, Carlos. Put your ankles up, sir. Y'all know I love Mel dress. I absolutely loved Mel's dress. Okay. Matter of fact, let me share my page. Because let's do a quick recap. So I'm pretty sure they all posted their stuff. I was already on Martel's page. Hope on music play. I hope no music play. Is it going slow? Oh, so this is Martel. He has it going slow. That's not my thing. He has it going slow. But Mark, where's your suit, Negro? Where's the suit at? Oh Lord. Behind the scenes of whatever. Well, maybe he didn't show the whole suit. That's it. You girl, get out of my face, Martel. Go on, Martel. Let's do mail. Melody's outfit. I know she posted a video of her look. I'm also going to do a review of her line with Jay Bolin. I haven't got to that yet. I may do that later on today. We may come back and do a quick male's fashion line with Jay Bolin that is out, that came out Friday, and whatnot. But this was male, recap of her outfit with Jay Bolin. Give it a second. It was a video. Give it a second. Okay, hair laid. Okay, I loved Mel's dress. I did. And not because it's male, but because that's an amazing fucking dress. You hear me? Okay. Let's move on to Tisha. Is it Letitia or Tisha? I don't remember. Maybe it's Letitia. Did she show her outfit? Like, I feel like she did. Why is my coming? Did I click it? Okay. Boom. Here hers is. So again, I love Tisha's dress. Okay, because if you see from here, the dress has a whole bunch of the dangly things. Her arms look bare, so her arms look cheap. I wish whoever did her dress put as much sparkle on her arms that they did the actual dress. That would have made the dress a 10 out of 10. The dress for me is a 7 because the arms, don't look the best when she's sitting on camera because they look a little bit bare. Okay, so we already got Kimmy, we already had. That's all we. Yes, that's all we need because the other folks ain't here yet. Anyway, so again, Mel and Martel. Okay, that's the best look I could get of Martel suits. So that's what we have. Let's see. Let me look at some of y'all comments. Marsau looked like the whore that he is allegedly. Tisha looked really good. Love her dress. I like Tisha's hair and makeup, but not that dress. Not that. Y'all know me. I hate a man's ankles. I cannot stand a man's ankles. Okay. You hated Mel dress? Oh, that's sad. Mel looks pretty. The dress looked better while she was standing than when sitting. Though Mel looks stunning. Mel versus fire. Hotel is giving man whore. Man whore realness. Okay, the wonders I wanted. Male dress was bad, baby. Okay, yeah. Martel's eye was about to pop out his head looking at Mel. Okay, look. In my opinion, Martel will always want Mel, always. And I feel like he was sitting around there looking like, oh, what did I do? What did I do? I just want her so bad. I just love her so much. Okay, she looks gorgeous, and I'm sitting here alone. I mean, I got Sheree. I have Sheree, but I just like, period. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was sitting around there. I want that old thing back. I want my old thing back. But you messed up. Okay. I love the skirt, not so much the top. Her skin is beautiful also. Melody showed out. Dress was bomb. Okay, I agree. Dress looked unfinished. I love Tisha's dress. She looked pretty. I love Mel's dress. Again, people, you know what I'm saying? And saying was this and that and that and this. So, yeah. Now they watched the whole little reel of what happened this season. Oh, this happened this season and that. Oh, this is the whole set. Okay, the whole set where everybody sat, we see the whole full look of the set of what we saw the whole time. Okay, so again, Carlos had the whole season real play of what all happened, and then Carlos, this season, this season was amazing and this and that and that and this, and despite all the things that happened here or there or everywhere, okay, no matter what, I feel like, everybody here is proud of everyone's success. Okay, everyone is proud of the other people and blah blah blah. Again, trying to make it seem as if even though some of y'all don't really fuck with each other, and that includes in my thought process Kimmy and Tisha not really being that close. They not beefed out, but they're not that close. Okay, but again, we all can be just proud of yeah, that's right, yeah, clap 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 clap. Mel said that she was like, Mel, you're not gonna clap. She was like, I mean, I don't, I felt Mel said I don't have to be proud of anything at this point. Last season I gave a whole congrats to everyone and it didn't air. Okay, that was last year. This year I'm good. Okay, I don't really care what people are doing. This, I feel, is what you say when you are in a room of people that you don't really fuck with like that. I don't care what anyone is doing, because most people around here don't wish me well in real life. Okay, they just be like, bitch, what the mail, whatever. I don't care what. I'm focused on me. I'm focused on me. Okay, now Maurice, who went on his little, let's talk about it or whatever. Maurice, like, look, I'm saying, I'm proud of people this year, last year, the years to come, and blah, 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 blah. Mel said, well, that's wonderful for you. Make sure your actions show that. I'm like, oh, shit, what happens? What happens? Let me know what happened. I was like, well, Mel, you mad at Maurice, Mel? What happened? I'm not happen. So Maurice then goes on a whole, because Maurice do love his speech. Okay, this is all about being successful. This is about being successful in spite of. Okay, because it's not easy to do what we do. That is not easy. Okay, we have it hard. And this is about celebrating being successful in spite of A, in spite of B, in spite of C. Okay, so whatever's going on, I am proud of all of it. Mel said, Carlos said, Mel, do you feel that what Carlos asked Mel, do you feel what Maurice is saying is bullshit? Mel said, Maurice loves giving an MLK speech, okay? And I said, Maurice does give a lot of MLK speech. He's very encouraging. He's very like, I want to give a good speech. Listen to what I said, okay? Now, I do feel like it was him putting 20 on 10. Because Maurice, like, giving these encouraging, enlightening, inspiring speeches, in spite of him sometimes being an asshole, saying things to be shady, because that's the just everybody on this cast: Mel, Martel, Tisha, Marsau, Kimmy, and Maurice. All of them at one point or the other has said some of it shady or whatever, because in that moment they were upset or whatever it may be. So Maurice giving this whole positive speech, as if Mel saying, I was trying to be nice. This is Mel's point. Mel's point was last year, I tried to be nice. I tried to be nice to y'all motherfuckers. I tried it. And y'all tried me. So this year, fuck y'all. Me being nice didn't even air last season. When I was saying nice shit and trying to bring it didn't air. So Carlos, don't try to get me to be the nice one around here. Don't do that. Get them to do that. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay. This year, I'm good. I can see that. I don't want Mel to give them fake ass, oh yeah, we're great. No, don't do that. And Maurice tried to make it seem as if we are all just one happy family who sometimes argue. We all should always be happy, and there's not. Sometimes they not happy when somebody else succeeds. Sometimes they not happy if Mel seems to be succeeding and growing. They not. Sometimes Mel probably is not also whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They all had that. So what Maurice said was a bunch of bullshit. It was true, but it was also a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so Kimmy was like, well, did something happen now? You know, this is a reason to make you feel, you know what I'm saying, like he out here giving out MLK speeches, okay? Well, yes, yeah, a few things, actually, a few things, okay? But recently in the interview, y'all did, you and Maurice, okay? Maurice tried to downplay me even having a friendship with you off camera, okay? He made it seem as if me and Kimmy does not have a relationship off camera. Now, I'm going to say this about how I feel about that. I do film on these shows. I don't think any of them are like hanging out on a consistent basis in real life. I don't. I feel like when they show us them hanging out, it's for the show. I just seen on it was I think it was on y'all. I'm gonna share my page again because this is an all inclusive. This is an all inclusive live. Okay, an all inclusive live. Let me go because Kimmy posted a video of them, everybody except Mel and Martel. And I'm not trying to come at Kim. It's on Kimmy's page. So I'm not trying to pull Kimmy. I'm not trying to pull Kimmy down bullshit. But she posted this. We see is Destiny's there, Tisha, Kimmy, of course, Maurice. That's Marsau, and then Stormy and Stormy's husband. All out. And the caption said, Love and Marriage, Huntsville, shenanigans. 3-part reunion begins tomorrow. Don't let the clips floating around get you in your feelings. So to me, honey, I'm not coming in dancing, okay? But again, my point is, I don't think off camera, they recorded this for the promotion of the show, for the promotion of things. I'm not saying they don't go out and eat here and there. They do. But none of them, in my opinion, are buddy best friends off the show. I also feel like the reason, because y'all know they send this, shit between Stormy and Mel. I don't know, because I'm not going down that rabbit hole, but I can feel if I'm Mel and Tisha is not my friend, Destiny ain't my friend, and I know how they come for me, and you are now hanging out with them publicly. Okay, I have to tread lightly with you too. It don't mean we beefed out at all. It don't mean that you have to pick between me and them. It's cool that you are hanging out with them, but I also have to protect my shit, because you hanging out with folk who actively trying to. I could not be cool with anybody who was cool with Tisha and Destiny, in my opinion, because I see how them two particularly don't, the shit they had with Mel, that shit is, is not gonna end no time soon. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Do promote the show. That's fine. That's cool. Promote the show. But I was like, let's not act like, let's not act like it's not using theory. Bullshit. Okay, anyway. But again, what's the name? Tisha, again, I'm not Tisha. Mel brought up how her issue was saying, that, because what happens was, I think I missed one part. Again, when Mel said, this year, fuck y'all, I don't care what anybody doing. And Marie said, he cares about what everybody doing. And Mel said, make sure your actions show that, which made her bring up how the interview thing happened, and he tried to downplay Kimmy and Mel having a friendship off camera. Okay. Maurice then said, but they not close friends. They are not close friends. Kimmy then said, well, Mel has done interviews as well. And in hers, Mel has said that they are not hangout friends. They are not hangout friends. Okay. So it's kind of the same thing, but how it came out of Maurice's mouth made it seem worse. And I said, this was the difference to me. Someone could say to me, like, I have friends who I don't hang out with, but they're still my friend. And if they need me, I'm there for them 100%. But they're not my hangout friends. But we're still friends. That's different for me than someone's husband saying, well, my wife and that girl, they're not friends. They don't hang out. Like, they're not friends. That would offend me. because your husband is saying me and you are not friends. And if you and your husband sitting there and your husband says we not friends, and you, Kimmy, don't say in that moment, well, no, we're friends. You know what I'm saying? It, to me, it probably was the fact that Maurice said it. Kimmy did not interject in the moment. I'm assuming she did not interject because I didn't see the interview. I'm assuming she did not interject, okay, and whatnot, okay. And then Kimmy's response saying, "Well, Mel has done interviews too, saying we're not her hangout friends. I don't think any of y'all are hangout friends, but don't let your husband put out the narrative that we are only TV friends. TV friends is like Drew and Sonya on Atlanta, where they had to make it seem as if they were friends for the show, and they're hanging out for the show but on outside. That's different. Mel and Kimmy been on the show for 5-6 years at this point. They're friends. So your husband making it seem as if we not is some bullshit. And you now saying, well, Mel has said we not hangout friends. That ain't the point. Hangout friends and friends are two different things, in my opinion. And then Mel said, well, no, it was also him comparing him and Martel's friendship to me and you. Saying how, well, no, because me and Martel hang out, we friends, and we call each other, we check in on each other. Mel's point was, Maurice continued on saying, well, they not friends because, again, it was implying that Mel don't call, don't check in, and all this shit. So I got why Mel was upset with Maurice for that. Kimmy then, because Carlos said, Kimmy, do you consider Mel your friend? Maurice, girl, not names, damn it. Carlos asked Kimmy, do you consider Mel your friend? Kimmy said, no one on the show is my bestie. And I was like, shade to Tisha. Okay. But I absolutely consider Mel my friend. So to me, that's why Mel was pissed. Because Kimmy, you're saying y'all friends. Mel is saying y'all friends. Your husband implied y'all were not. So why make it seem like, in my opinion, that Mel did something different? Yes, and Mel did not single out anyone. Mel said, as a collective, those are not my hangout friends. I do. I be comprehending stuff, girl, all this because y'all know I pay attention to shit. Okay, so when Kimmy then said, I absolutely consider Mel my friend, this is what made me feel. This is why Mel was pissed. Kimmy then said, whenever I needed anything, Mel made it happen. Be it a phone call, referrals, flowers, food, check-ins, all of it happened. And that's how I take our friendship. So, to anyone who felt like Mel was being petty because she felt like what Marie said, and she was upset about that, Kimmy saying out her own mouth, I 100, yes, she is absolutely my friend. And all because on camera we didn't see shit between Mel and Kimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like what Kimmy's saying, all happened off camera. So Mel saying, Maurice implying that off camera, me and her ain't friends is some bullshit. Because out of Kimmy's own mouth, off camera, off season, when no one's watching, Kimmy said, when I needed anything, a phone call, a check-in, referrals, flowers, food, all that shit, Mel did it. She made it happen. The same way she helped money pop up into Daphne's account to pay a light bill. She made it happen. So when people try to question a person's friendship and the shit that was done with no one knowing, no one knew that Mel helped Destiny pay her fucking bills until Destiny called her a bad friend. And then Mel said, but bitch, I helped life you on. Okay. Mel saying Maurice trying to make it seem as if he's supportive, but you tried to downplay my friendship with your wife after y'all, because Maurice chimed in as Timmy was talking and said, no, Mel was doing all this shit right, Maurice. So if Mel was doing all that shit for Kimmy, calling, checking in, sending you food, sending you flowers, giving you referrals, giving, all that shit. Why would you try to imply she not the friend? So when people make it seem as if Mel be tripping, I'm like, sometimes she do, but this time she wasn't. Because she did all that shit and none of it aired. No one knew. We didn't know that she gave Kimmy any fucking food. Because when you're going through cancer and chemo, you don't have the energy for shit. And Maurice, who was her helpmate, probably was also tired too. So Mel was not only helping Kimmy, she was helping Maurice. Because if she sent food, the nigga, you eat and ain't gotta cook. If she sent a referral for whatever she needs, guess what that means? You don't have to look up whatever Kimmy needs. Okay, if she took the time to call and check in on Kimmy, that means that's a moment of Mel checking in with Kimmy, and you can have a breath of fresh air because somebody else is helping your wife. So anyone to me who can say, Mel did do this in this part of it. She did. You can't make it seem as if Kimmy, you was wrong too. Because you trying to say, well, Mel said we wasn't her Kimmy. That don't matter. You know what she did for you. And you also know y'all not hang out friends. Y'all are friends who, when you are in need, they help. Those are true friends. I give a fuck less about who hangs out with me in public. My real friends, y'all don't see them. Y'all, Karla, my cousin Nay, Carlydia, Rain, okay, those are my true blue, and I'm probably forgetting my mom. You know what I'm saying? Him, you know what I'm saying? People who really are there for a person, that's who you call a friendship. Fuck who you see smiling and profiling. No, bitch. When I'm crying and sad, where was you at? When I'm sick with cancer, did you send food? You know what I'm saying? So it made me mad when Kimmy and Marie said what was done, off camera, that Mel had done for Kimmy. So for them to do an interview means you on bullshit, bro. And this is not in defense of Mel. This is in defense of friendships. People who go out their way to help somebody out the kindness of their heart. I see folk who be, sad or depressed or going through whatever on social media, and I always DM kind words, and I do that because I'm kind. And to me, Mel did that too in this situation. So Mel had a full right to be pissed off or offended because Mel said, see, that's why I was offended. Because she know how we are. So Maurice answering that question, it offended me. Because they was talking to, it was about me and Kimmy. Okay. And then Kimmy said, we can't get mad. And I get Kimmy is defending her husband. But Kimmy then said, well, we can't get mad over little stuff because Mel, when she was on your show, Carlos, the nighttime show, Mel called Maurice the least interesting person, and I didn't get mad. I say Kimmy. When Mel called Maurice the least interesting person on the show, that was in response to Maurice on the show saying that Mel was the one in all the drama. So when Carlos asked her, hey, Mel, how do you feel about Maurice saying you're always the one in the middle drama? And her response was that coming from the least interesting person? It was a response. So again, I'm not trying. I'm just saying, if we're gonna call shit out, let's call shit out. Had Mel called Maurice whatever without Maurice saying shit first, okay, Kimmy, that's what Mel responded to what your husband said. And you sat there and spoke about how great of a friend Mel had been to you and helping you. Because my thing is, I don't care when I'm healthy and happy or whatever. And we went to the movies. Oh no, bitch! But when I was down and out, and I couldn't, when I'm fighting for my life, who was around? When I had COVID in the hospital, the people who was in contact with my mom, figuring out what I was going to, that's who I know is here for me. That's who I know. You know what I'm saying? It was a short list of people who, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you know who care about you. It ain't about what you see. It's about what you hold dear to you. That's who helps you in the bad times. Anyway, I didn't went off too long. I did not mean to off for all of that. Okay, but to me, that is how you measure a friendship. It's not about who you're seeing with. It's not about who. Oh, I see Tisha, and Kimmy going to dinner. Did Tisha cook you any food? The teacher bring you any? You know what I'm saying? Like, who helped you? Who? That's who it is. Okay. Anyway, need some water. That was a lot of talking. That was a whole lot. And again, I am, because y'all ain't male. Y'all act like male. I'm not saying male perfect. I'm not. What I'm pointing out is when they try to make it seem as if male has to be the bigger person, when male is trying to say, man, fuck y'all. I'ma sit here and look pretty. Okay, we're gonna all sit here and look pretty. But what you're not gonna do is play on my face. What you're not gonna do is try to make me be the bigger person about reasons I'm upset, as if I did something for her husband to make it seem as if I'm only her friend on the show, because they like to make it seem like Mel is fake. Thank you, Keisha girl. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. But that's the point. Mel, no one on this show is perfect. No one. And when wrong was wrong and when right is right, y'all know I'm gonna call it out. But what we seen was Carlos telling Mel, it's about love. And when Mel didn't clap, oh Mel, don't you want to support everybody? Oh Mel, do you think what Marsau said was, what Marie said was bullshit again? Let's make Mel be the hater, because Mel don't want to be about love. Mel don't want to clap for whatever else these folks got going on. Mel does not want to listen to MLK speeches from Maurice. But in hindsight, why she had an attitude made complete sense. Okay? Anyway. Now, they big it on Mega Man and his wife. Okay? On the other side. Okay? Now, Carlos asked them about, the house that, they call it what? Neverland. Okay? The house that no one is building called Scott Manor, which is still being built 4 seasons later. Okay? Is it the new Chateau Sheree? Is that what it is? I think it's the new Shadow, because that took forever to be built. Okay. But let me look at some comments. Okay. The look of the castmates faces was surprised by it, because that's the thing. Mel do stuff and don't even boast about it. People were shocked that she gave Destiny money. Mel seemed genuine in her friendships to me. This is why I didn't understand why folks had a problem with Mel demeanor at the start of the show. She was over everyone and their bullshits. And that's why Carlos will never be. Look, a lot of people do not like Andy Cohen. Y'all know my phrase. I am not an Andy Cohen sympathizer. I'm not. But I do feel like he stays out of the bullshit with the cast much more than Carlos does. Carlos almost likes to throw bombs at the cast and then just watch how they react. Whereas Andy just watches the bombs the cast throws and then just ask them about, what about that bomb? What about that bomb? What about, you know what I'm saying? Where Carlos do seem to be like involved in it a little bit. And Martell and Tisha still didn't give a concrete answer to what's up with their house. They never, because they don't want to lie. I hate anytime we want to defend Mel, we have to preface it by saying Mel is a perfect. Because so many people talk as if you don't say Mel ain't shit, she's a bitch. We hate Mel. If anyone doesn't say that, it's, oh, you are always big. So I'm like, because y'all know I am the least biased person ever. I sit and I talk. I always see all sides before I give my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it's so dumb. Mel really did dig on my nerves. on this first party reunion. I said she may have been extra, but was not fun for the viewers to see. Okay. Again, I'm like, I don't. Okay, Mel didn't get on my nerves. Mel didn't talk much. For the most part, Mel sat there and let them be. So I'm wondering, what did she do that got on anyone's nerves that made it not fun to see Mel sit there seemingly and not say too much? Not saying because she had this with Kimmy and them, and later on her stuff between her and Marsau, a little bit with her and Tisha, but that was really it. You know, but again, everybody is, has a right to their opinion on how they see the show of these people we don't know personally. Okay. Let me get back in it. Again, over there with Tisha and them, you know what I'm saying, with Mega Man and his wife. Again, what's going on with Neverland, the Scott matter. All he really said was it takes time to build greatness. So something of that magnitude. I don't remember. But I feel like we know building houses takes time sometimes. We know, that. But I still feel like y'all up here boasting about having a multi-million-dollar company. Y'all boast about being these great builders and this and that and that and this. However, it's taking y'all this one. Y'all still tearing down the mountain. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still breaking down the mountain. Because I don't get it. I do not get why nothing has been done. Okay. And I don't know why. I don't. Let's see. Mel had those faces, and then she had the petty attitude with it. I'm not one of the Melly haters, but I'm a fair, unbiased viewer. I feel like Mel does get faces, and so does Tisha. I feel like Marsau gets faces, so does Martel. I feel like all of them, when they are being confronted about something, has a petty attitude. So I think my point is, Mel, and my only point, and now I'm not saying to you, Angie, I'm saying my point is all of them have the same antics. When they're being questioned and they feel like what the person is some bullshit, they all will make a face. That's how I'm able to get my thumbnails. Yeah. And I love this thumbnail. I love it. I feel like this is one of my best thumbnails because I was able to grab each person's facial expression greatly. But again, my only point is I feel like everybody get faces, the men and the women. When someone is saying something they feel is BS or whatever. And they all have a petty whatever. To me, Marsau is the worst. I think Marsau was worse than Mel. But I do feel like, and I'm not saying Angie in particular, but I'm saying people. I think that's my point of saying how people will say, "Well, Mel does this." I'm like, yeah, but everyone does it. And if someone says how everyone does it, something. Well, see you, and I'm like, but everybody do it. Carlos does it too. I just wish people in general would not be like, well, I hated that Mel did that. And I'm like, but Tisha did that. But Marsau did that. But Keke did that. But Carlos did that. I do that. So that's how I feel like I be trying to look like I like, if I can say, oh, I didn't even realize that. And I like being made aware of something I did not realize. But I feel like when Mel make face, I'm like, they look, the whole episode. And I could have made 5 or 6 thumbnails. Because I caught faces all, I was caught. caught. And I'm mad I had to cut Kimmy off, but Kimmy part wasn't that big on the reunion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, they all do that. But again, y'all know I love you all. And I'm not fussing with nobody, okay? And I want everybody to know your opinion and how you feel is warranted. I'm not trying to, say don't. I'm not that. I'm trying to interact with y'all. I love you all, okay? Anyway, so back to them. Again, it takes time to build greatness. It's gonna take, but that house won't be, by the time the house finished, the show will be canceled. Okay? It's gonna take them about 5 more years to build their goddamn house. Okay. Anyway, Carlos asked Tisha how did she trick her husband into letting her get majority shares into Scoped, the company that they have now. Okay. Never underestimate the power of a wife. I say, girl, I'm not trying to say Tisha does not have power in her, between her and her husband. You can't get that man to stop being an asshole to you. You were just complaining about how he don't spend enough time with the girl. Tisha liked to make it seem as if Marsau is this happy wife, happy life husband, and he isn't. Marsau, to me, in my opinion, is if I'm happy, my wife is happy, and that's all that matters. And Tisha is like that. Tisha wants Marsau to be happy. And she caters her happiness around what he wants and then how she can rectify her brain. Okay, well, he doesn't want me to work, so I won't work. But I'll go to school and I'll keep badgering him to be okay with it. And then eventually, by the time I graduate with a degree, then he's happy and then we're okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you can't make me feel like you use your feminine wiles and your wifely duties and your wifely whatever to convince Marsau didn't care. He didn't want the job. Marsau did not want the responsibility of having to handle all that shit. It was easier to give you something to keep you busy out of his face. Because he didn't, I don't think he ever thought you would be really involved in the shit. He felt like, okay, she my wife, it's me and her who own it, okay? And I can always just have her do what I want. So she's in power on paper, but if I'm upset about something, she gonna allow me to do what I want to do. And I'm like, girl, if you think so, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Marsau sits here and his faces are like, damn, I'm really a bad husband, but she ain't gonna leave me, so whatever. Okay. And that's how I feel things go in there, my opinion. Okay, my opinion. Okay. People forget Tisha knew Cole thought in the runnings around of Motel. But said nothing, so OC by mail could care less. I mean, I agree. Yeah, Marsau and Tisha's interactions, you can see it's him, he is what he wants. And she kind of fall in line. Yeah, sometimes she fights against it. Yeah, sometimes she's unhappy and she'll voice what she's not happy with. And he just still does what he wants to do. The fact that they were getting good counseling from Dr. Francis, and he did not like it because he kept coming off as the asshole. And okay, babe, I don't want to go to him anymore. Okay, babe. Okay, babe. Okay, babe. Okay, babe. It's like whatever. Marsau never thought Tisha. I don't think he thought she would really want to fully be involved in the business part of it. Now she does, but she didn't trick him into, or convince him. Girl, bye. Anyway, Carlos then asked Martel if he felt, if he had any regrets for allowing Tisha to buy him out. So that's how Tisha became the majority owner because she bought out Martel. And Martel said, no, I don't have any regrets about it. Okay. Tisha, the smug, because Tisha's smug and petty too. You know what? He should be. He should. Girl, because it was in the negative back when he had it, but now it's a multi-million-dollar company. I was like, Tisha, shut up. And Martel, to me, cracked her face because he said she should be thanking me because I helped start the business, okay? And I did that to help what me and Mel were doing at Hope and Hope to be done with Scope, okay? Everyone know that when you start a business, it always starts in the negative because you're investing your money into creating this business, okay? And it takes 3 to 5 years to see a substantial profit. So she should thank me because her saying how now those years later it's a profit. It's because I started the company. That's what's the plan. I was like, when Martel makes you look dumb in business, you're dumb. Thank you, Tracy, for the super chat. If Tisha is a boss, if she's a boss, then so is Mel. No, so is Mia. They both got their titles from their husband's business. If Tisha expects people to believe that she tells him what to do, I have a bridge in Brooklyn to tell you. Honey, a bridge in Brooklyn. I have a whole beachfront property in Detroit, in downtown, right by Hart Plaza. It's a free beach, girl. Bye. Okay, it's yes. I was like, Tisha, Tisha, shut up. Okay, and with anything you do, any business, even YouTube, I always tell folks, you know what I'm saying, with YouTube, it's gonna take you a couple. In general, yes, some stuff can start and make money immediately, but in general, when you start a business, it takes you time to build followers, to build subscribers, to build watch hours, to get paid. And within a year or two, a couple years later, you are making money. Started in 2017. I just looked at my income. I just looked at my analytics from YouTube from when I started in 2017 to currently. And I just, was it like yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. In 2017, when I first started YouTube, I made $933. $933 because you don't make much on YouTube for like until you grow, and that's when I was getting like a couple hundred views. It wasn't nothing at all. In 2018, I made $14,820 on YouTube. Okay, I'm not gonna go past, but again, every year I made more, and now you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But again, this will be my 6th year on YouTube. The first time I made some money on YouTube was in 2019. That's when I made, you know what I'm saying, some money on YouTube. Okay. But again, that is how business works. So Tisha sounded dumb saying when Martell and them had it, it was in the negative. It's because it had just started. You don't make a lot of money it's a lot of uphill costs in the beginning. So she sounded stupid. Very dumb. Okay, very dumb. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Now, Carlos asked Mel, Mel, how do you feel? How did you think what happened, with this, that, or the other? Now, can I use this one now? Yeah, I'll use this one. Because I think this may have been where it went next. Because I told her I didn't have the best. I couldn't get all my stuff together. I was rushing. But Carlos asked Mel, because Mel, of course, at the time when Scope started, Mel was married to Martel. Okay. And she said, is what they're saying, does it sound accurate based on you being around the time? And Mel said, what are you saying? Look, I have no idea what the books look like, okay, when they bought Martel out. Because Tisha's saying it was in the negative. She said, I don't know what it was. What I do know is, okay, that because of my connections and who I knew, okay, because I was already in the business for years, okay, and I kept scope with many nice size contracts of work, but I can't say where the money went. And what that means is I got y'all work. And if you saying once you took over the business that it was in the negative, I don't know what y'all did with that money. Maybe Martel went and tricked it off with coleslaw. Maybe Marcel went off and tricked it on. I don't know. Come on now. And how many licks does it take to get them stopped? But yeah, because look, I used to work in property preservation. Um, I worked in a department that would assign contracts to the contractors who you would come who would bid to do work at houses. And what I it was houses banks owned and the work that had to be done on the houses. And that's what Mel does those classes for. She teaches people how to do property preservation. And they do get a lot of money in those things. So if Mel kept them consistently getting contracts, they the hardest part about working is getting work. So if Mel is saying I was getting them contracts, so I don't know how the company was in the negative because I got them contracts. So who was working the books? Was it you, Tisha? Or was it Marsau? Who was it? Okay, was it my mama? I don't know. But I don't know where the money went, but I got them business. I was like, Mel again was like, ask me and you shall receive. Okay. Cole started told y'all that legs, hips, and breasts was paying her bills. Yes, can y'all please look? Take a second, y'all. Take a second while I get some more water and like the video. And I'm back. Okay. I need some more cold water. So yeah, working, getting contracts in that business is the hardest thing. So if Mel already had those connections because they already had hold hope, and so they're giving you business in under scope, where the money went? Mistresses. Anyway, thank you, Kina, for the super chat. I might be preaching. You know what I'm saying? Look, I love being able to break down stuff for everyone. Okay, that's the best thing to do. Seems like they had a lot of resentment towards someone who did a lot to help them. We always say you don't have to kiss Mel's ass at all, but treating her as if she has really betrayed you is crazy to me. Okay, but they then got on the lawsuit of the Scotts. Now, I will say, I Googled to try to find out information on the lawsuit, and I couldn't find any, like, I only found YouTubers talking about it, but I could not find, the stuff, and I didn't look for long. But I know there is a lawsuit out, but I'm mad I could not find, like, credible details on it before I came live. Okay. But Carlos asked them about the lawsuit they're in, and all Marsau said was, it's hurtful and embarrassing, for me. It was my first, look, it was my first big deal. Okay. It was my first big, and to me that meant if that was your first big contract deal, then what you been doing before? Okay. But again, it was my first big deal. Then a month later, COVID happened and shut the world down or whatever. I was in the middle of building a restaurant. I was starting up Black and starting up Uptown. And so all of that happened at the same time. So I don't know what the lawsuit is. I don't know who it is, about. I don't know if it is a company soon. I don't know if it's like this, like business part. I don't know. And I hate that I can't tell y'all what it is. But the fact that Carlos asked and they answered means there is a lawsuit. But if he's saying how I feel like it must be about them either owing money to where they probably got money to do a job, did not do it, and they're being sued for the money they were given for something. That's what I'm assuming it is, but I don't know. But Tisha then brought up how for her, he was so stressed. He was bad. That he was. I'm trying to get her voice right. He was so stressed. Okay, and that's one of the reasons he went to Africa. And Martel said, "Oh, that's why he went to Africa." Oh, that's why. I said, "Girl, why would you bring up Africa?" Okay, and when Martel then said, "Oh, is that why he went to Africa?" Oh, it took time away from home. Tisha then said, "Well, he wasn't at the gym." Taking a shot at Martel being gone from home, cheating on Mel at the gym with coleslaw. And I'm like, Tisha, you do know it don't matter where he was if he was cheating. The gym, the lake, the cabin, the hut, the car. If a man is not at home cheating, he wasn't at the. And I know that was her saying, well, he was in Africa, but he wasn't cheating. We don't know that. We don't know what he did in Africa. We do, look, it's just like, a lack of evidence does not mean a crime didn't happen. Tisha's golden nugget in life with her husband is the fact that, there's no proof that he's cheating. There's all these allegations. There's all the speculation. There is the fact that he doesn't seem happy. There's the fact that she don't seem happy all the time, whatever. But her whole thing, he wasn't at the gym. He wasn't there. He wasn't at the gym. I never felt like Marsau went to Africa. He just doesn't give me, I want to connect to Mother Motherland type of ninja. I agree. I can agree with that. I say he wasn't even there. I don't know where that man went. What I do know is, Carlos asked her, well, how did you feel about him going alone because this is my thing. It wasn't the fact that Marsau went to Africa. It's the fact that he went alone to Africa for the who takes a solo trip to Africa after talking with your wife and kids about y'all want to do a family trip there. Like y'all know Monique and Chris and the kids went to Africa as a family. When they came back, Monique then left again and went with a group of people to explore it. But she still went for the first time with her family. And when she went the second time, she kind of vlogged on her from her IG, just showing all the stuff because she was showing it for a reason, okay? But I when he first said he was going, I was upset. I didn't get why he wanted to go along because it was that we talked about it like us going as a family. But once he explained that he was stressed out, about the product stuff, I was like, okay, I trust my husband or whatever, and I understood. I was like, Tisha don't trust that man. She don't. The reason I say that is how she defends him from an insecure thought process. Because when you trust your husband, you don't even feed into the bullshit of people because you trust your husband. And every time someone has mentioned Marsau doing A, B, C, D, E, F, or G, she's had a reaction. The only time she tries to not have a reaction is if it's Mel or Martel. And even in the earlier seasons, we've seen her fully react with an attitude. Now she tries to make it seem as if she just wants me to be like her. It's like, no, Mel is divorced and happy. You married and are you happy? Carlos asked Kimmy, would you be okay if Maurice? No. Kimmy did not even allow him to finish the statement of asking if she'll be okay with Maurice going to Africa alone. No. 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 Okay. And when Carlos said to Kimmy, I mean, not to Kimmy, to Tisha, Tisha, you're smart. You know, but you've said that if Marsau was cheating on you, that God will reveal it, right? Yes. Okay, because since we've on the show since 2018, okay, all these rumors, all the nothing has been revealed to me. Nothing has been not no text, no pictures, no receipts, no nothing. Carl said, "What about the photo of his back?" That wasn't his back. But when the photos came out, cuckoo, you were wondering if that was his back. You know, and right, Kimmy would not let him ask the question at all. At all. Okay. When you go to Africa, you return being able to state the name of the country in Africa. That's very, very true as well. I fully agree. Right. What country in Africa did he go? He can't even say. He don't know. He don't know. Because he lying. I think he lying. Okay. But when he asked her about the photo of that man back, that wasn't his back. But again, when that kept coming up all season, she went to that man. They saying, baby, that she was in Africa. You was in Atlanta with some man. Okay. With some man. Or whatever. And that's what it was. I was like, girl, bye. Anyway, so that wasn't his bad games. When Martel cheat, I'm like, why do folks bring up your husband and stuff? But when Martel cheated, in my opinion, Tisha liked to bring up Martel cheating because she feel like it embarrasses Mel. I don't think it embarrasses Mel anymore. I think when that used to affect Mel, in my opinion. I don't think it does anymore. I think she's done or whatever. But in my opinion, Tisha likes to bring up Martel cheating because she thinks it's a shot at Mel. When Martel cheated, everything came out. Okay, all kind of photos in the elevator about Mel answering the phone with the girl. All that came out. Okay, all of it. All of it. Okay. Martel then said, well, Mel put that stuff out. I didn't put nothing out. And I'm like, Martel, this not about who pushed the shit out. That was about the fact that it was proof of whatever went on. But we not going to act like while Martel was cheating, that stuff was like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Coleslaw did that. Every photo that came out about Martel cheating is because Coleslaw was trying to put it in Mel's face and send Mel evidence to be a bitch towards Mel. And Mel then put it out to expose Martel. In my opinion, if Marsau, hey friend, hey Ray, that is my friend. Hey Ray, how you doing? This is my friend. Hey girl, Happy New Year. Okay. But I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying, y'all? Oh, but I don't know. Anyway, my point is, she likes to make it seem as if, well, because this stuff came out about Mel Martel, but it ain't came out about me and Marsau, it must not be true. But if I was saying, in my opinion, if Marsau, I do believe within their marriage that Marsau has cheated. I can't say he cheated to the effect of how Martel did. But in my opinion, Marsau has entertained another woman in some kind of way. I feel like he must have been smart enough to not to get somebody who was as petty and childish as Coleslaw was. Because we know for a fact men be having these mistresses who never say shit. They sit back and live a life of luxury. They don't need to disrupt the way of the marriage. When Marsau said, or Maurice, one of them said how they told Martel, that ain't the one. It meant she gonna fuck shit up, bro. Don't cheat with her. And Martel didn't listen. And Martel is the one who paid the consequences. We ain't gonna act like they're not men and women who cheat on their spouse and the sad piece person stay quiet forever. Because it's a comfortable situation and nobody wants to be known publicly as someone's mystery because that shit gets messy. Okay? So Tisha's defense in saying, well, my husband didn't cheat ain't no proof. No proof does not mean a crime did not occur. No proof does not mean something did not happen. There are many things that happen in life that there's no proof that it happened, but it happened. It happened. Okay. Tisha then say how, well, if Mel and Martel had proof, they would have been put it out. Okay, because that's how they are. I feel like they wouldn't put it out. I feel like they just know it's happened. Someone saying I know your husband did something does not mean they went out and like found the photo, like I'm getting pictures. It's like, no, someone said the rumor is that your husband cheated on you. Someone told me that. That's my proof. What you do with that information is on you. If you believe it, it's on you. If you search to find the proof, that's on you. But your husband, somebody told me he out here looking at other people. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, and I feel like, whatever. And she said, "Wow, y'all say I'm naive. Why would I leave my husband over a rumor?" I don't think no one's saying leave Marsau because he may have cheated. I say leave that motherfucker because you don't seem happy. I say leave him because you can do better. You deserve better. You deserve someone who at least cares about how you feel. You deserve someone, teacher, who does not make you look stupid. You deserve someone who does not make everyone, even your mama, who's batshit crazy, question their love for you because of how he is as a person. I don't question if Maurice loves Kimmy. I think sometimes he's an asshole, but I don't question if he loves Kimmy. I do question a lot. Does Marsau love Kimmy? Like, are they happy? Or are they just together? Because that's what it is. Because he knows she won't leave. And she now feels like he not cheating. I mean, I ain't got no proof. Okay. Now, Carlos asked me, were you lying when you told Tisha that Marsau cheated on her? Okay. Do you know for a fact he cheated? Mel says, look, no, I was not lying when I told her that. Okay. And Carlos, you have been privy. Okay. You, sir. Yes, you. If not you, then who? You were privy to a conversation, okay, about said cheatation. You were privy to that conversation. Now, when Mel said that, that photo I did not, because I'm like, Mel said, bruh, this is you. Okay, you knew some stuff too, and you need to own that you knew some stuff too. Because Carlos' statement was, after Mel said, when Carlos said, do you have proof he cheated? Or no, do you know for a fact he cheated? She said, you were privy to a conversation too about it. Okay. Carlos looked like, oh shit. Like he paused. Let me think. Let me think. And when Mel said that, he changed. I've never seen Carlos not finish digging into what someone said, only because it included him. Because the way he asked everyone else follow-up questions about something, he did not do that to himself. The fact that he did not even do follow-up questions to Mel about that conversation, to me, proves something was said that he knew and he got caught in the shit. And to me, Mel's point was like, you not gonna keep asking me shit. You not gonna keep asking me stuff and then make it seem as if I'm lying. Where I'm saying to you, Carlos, you have been privy to conversations about Carlos. You. Carlos replied and said, I've never heard someone tell me they were having an affair with Marsau. Mel said, I was on the phone with you talking, and she was there with me. This is early on in the show. So Mel is like, bruh, cut the bullshit. We all know for a fact from the beginning of the show, Carlos has already been deep into whatever they all had going on. Deep down in the jungle deep. Okay? All that. So Mel's point was, at this part of the I was like, why are they bringing up such old shit? Because when Mel said this was early on, meaning this was probably around season 1, maybe even season 2. I'm like, why are we discussing that now? And that really don't have shit like. But again, they did not have a reunion last season, so I was like, whatever. But she like, this was early on in the show. And Carlos just seemed like, oh shit. Damn, did I say did someone tell me something? Was it me? Did I know? Did I forget? Because I think Carlos be so in the shit, he may not fully remember some of the old stuff that happened that did not make it to air, but still happened that affected their friendships based on whatever else, okay? And I was like, Now Tisha then said, oh, you mean like when you were trying to pay that lady to pay her to come on the show, like you paid more people? I'm like, Tisha, shut up. Because we not gonna act like all of them have not Tisha brought on Kiowa to be beefing with Kimmy during season 2. So Tisha, you trying to say that Mel brought someone on the show to make you look some kind of way when you and Kimmy was beefed out for a little bit of it, because you brought Kiowa on the show to make it seem like Kimmy was a goddamn side chick who ruins Maurice's or did not help Maurice and Kiowa work things out. So again, when I say I want to call out all the bullshit, how they all have done things, trying to make it seem as if Mel is the only one. She brought Kiowa on the show during season 2 to make it seem like Kimmy was Maurice's side chick, a mistress, while Kiowa and him were married, trying to work things out, had a whole conversation with that lady. That's why Kimmy and Tisha was beefed out. That's also why on that Vegas trip during season 3, Kimmy kept being pissed off about the Kimmy being a side chick joke that came from Tisha, who brought her ex-sister-in-law, Maurice's ex-wife, on the show to talk about Kimmy. So you can't talk about Mel talking to someone from your husband's past who was going to come on the show to speak about your husband, because you did it first. Now, we also know that Kimmy then brought on one of the other brothers, either wives or ex-wives, on the show to refute the fact that Kimmy was the side chick. And that was someone who did not like Tisha, which again made Tisha and Kimmy kind of go back and forth. So people who don't remember the old shit that people like to say, Mel, look at Mel, no, they all have done something on the show. Yes, they all have, okay? But Mel said, first of all, I've never paid anyone to be on the show. Never. I don't think any of them has paid someone to come on the show. I do think they all know that people want to be on the show because they can then make money from being on the show. Tisha then said, and this is why I call Tisha out, okay, for this bullshit. Because again, you know what I'm saying? Tisha said how the person who Mel was saying is someone that cheated with Marsau was supposedly a friend of Mel's. That friend called Tisha. Tisha, that is not true. I would never do something like that. Mel is lying. She lying on me. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me. When Tisha then said, I have a recording of the girl denying all this stuff and saying that Mel was the one who that Mel, you know, did this or whatever. Tisha, where's the recording? If you Tisha, if you telling me that since season 2, you have been fussing about Mel trying to lie on your marriage, you mean to tell me you have a recording, text messages, and all this shit, proof of her saying Mel did it, but you ain't showed none of it? If I felt like Mel was my op and she was around here trying to ruin my marriage, and the person who she set forth to do it sent me proof that Mel did it, to be fake, to lie, why would you not show that proof at not their reunion? Why would you not come to this reunion with the recording to make Mel look stupid? Why? So Mel's friend came to you, confided in you, told you Mel was setting you up, offered to pay her $5,000, which she said wasn't enough money. Had they offered her more money, she would have did it. You have all this proof, and you ain't played not nan lick of the look, bitch. Look. I am a firm believer in the minute a bitch lying on me, I'm playing the tape. The minute someone said, "Well, she no," I'm playing the tape. I would not have said shit. I would have hit play, or I would have brought her on the show again to make Mel look stupid. Because I have proof you was lying on me, man. You took more time saying the proof you had than showing the proof. Okay, get out of my face, liar. Mel then say, look, it was a girl trip that was being planned. There is a text thread of her being asked to come on the girl trip, meaning her the friend. Okay, she said she was coming to tell Tisha how before she knew Martha was married, they messed around. She said that this happened before I even knew Tisha and Marsau, which just means we all know once you are on these shows, people do come out the woodwork if they want some airtime. That is what it is. So she said the girl said before that she does. No, the girl said before she does the show, she wants to get paid. And Mel said, I ain't gonna do that. Like for that, talk to production because I don't have nothing to do with paying the cast. And I said that makes sense to me. Nobody has proof that someone lying on them and they don't show the proof. That's just stupid. Don't make no sense. Now, Marsau, legs, hips, and breasts, now wants to argue with Mel. Well, answer this question. How would Mel know what she would say? How would she know what she would say? How did Mel? It was like, Marsau, you asking questions that don't matter. Of course, the girl told Mel what she would come say because they had a conversation. So you sound dumb, okay? Now, Marsau did what he always do. Marsau always overtalks the women when they're saying something that he does not want exposed. He did the same shit to Keke at that fake ass dinner when Keke went on to talk at that point in time. He overtalked her, yelled and yelled and yelled until Keke shut down. Mel was like, not today. Well, man, what do you mean? And she's like, if you let me talk, if you could let me talk, I would say. But he kept talking. When he kept going and kept going and kept going, and Mel, you know what? I am not about to argue with legs, hips, and breasts. I say legs and girl, I cackled. Because fuck him. Okay, fuck him. Now, Carlos asked Kimmy Maurice about sex parties. I only got one photo of Martel, y'all. It's the only photo I got of Martel. About sex parties at the office. And before there was a couple, I didn't get the point of this at all. I didn't care at all. But apparently, a while ago, Kimmy office was also above Credit One, which is Maurice's company, whatever. There was a rumor that they used to have sex parties. Kimmy said, well, no, like the guys would hang out. It was most times it was just the guys, which to me meant sometimes there were women there. When anyone says, well, most of the time it was only the guys, that meant that sometimes there were women there with the men. Again, this was before he and Kimmy were in a relationship. But her office was also above Credit One, so she saw whatever. Now, Marsau tried to say how I wasn't there that much. Kim said, but you were there. You can't say that you were not there much because at the end of the day, you were there. Right. We know Maurice thought. We know that Maurice was out there living his best life. Okay, we knew that the whole time. Anyway, so Maurice like, look, if someone keeps saying that, they're going to get sued. Okay, if they keep with that rumor, they will get sued. I was like, I don't care. Now, when Carlos brings up how there's some kind of small respect between the people to not really expose anyone, Tisha and Marsau gonna say, well, no, we won't do that. Like, we won't expose Martel or the ML, okay? But if Mel and Martel had dirt on us, they would for sure let it go. Martel said that's bullshit because we as guys know stuff about each other that we don't say, which means Martel cheating did not get out because the guys told it, even though they knew. So that is the only reason why Martel has not told on them, because they never told on him. The guys don't snitch on each other. That's also why I think they keep Martel close, because he knows some secrets, whatever. But his point was like, we know stuff, I don't say shit, okay, at all. So don't make it seem like we just be like exposed and stuff. They don't. Martel and Mel exposed their shit because they was mad at each other. Okay, now Carlos asked Martel verbatim, okay, is the 20 girlfriend statement true? Do you know if Marsau has been with even one other woman besides his wife? Okay, do you know if he has cheated on Tisha at all? Did y'all own that apartment together, whatever? Martel, like, I'm not answering nothing. No. So he didn't really answer anything, okay? Now, Marsau then said, me and Martel have never owned anything besides Scope. Maurice then said, well, y'all own Stag Run, which I don't know what that was. But again, it was some company all of them owned, okay? I'm like, the question should have been, have you and Martel ever co-rented, co-leased an apartment together? That's the question in my eyes, okay? But whatever. Now, when Carlos go back to Tisha, like, Tisha, you should know your worth in life, okay? You want your husband to be believable, because if it comes out that he cheated, you would not be ready to deal with that reality. Now, I would be devastated. I would be devastated because, look, I built my life around us. If someone showed me a photo of myself kissing a woman, I would believe it. Carlos said, when Chris told you he was not really with Marsau that long in Atlanta, that didn't matter. What Chris said was he was with Marsau for 2 hours. I'm like, well, what did he do the rest of the time, Tisha. You keep saying how nothing is being revealed to you, but little stuff is, and you're just choosing to ignore it. It's a choice. Okay? And Carlos, in my opinion, tried to go, I won't say harder on Tisha, but was just throwing stuff at her that was true. Marsau made it seem like he was in Atlanta with Chris the whole time. That wasn't true. You would say, well, he was with him for a little bit of time. Okay. And Carlos said, look, if no, she said, I'm gonna ride with my husband until I get proof he cheated. Okay, period. And he said, well, if he cheated, would you leave him? She was like, well, yeah, because that's a non-negotiable. That's why she's ignoring it, because she don't want to leave him. Thank you for the super chat. Elin here wrote about men partying together. That's true. Either way I go, she on bullshit. Yeah, she's living in a world of delusion. Tisha couldn't even let Martel answer because she was nervous. Because she knows it's a possibility. Okay. Now, then Keke comes out. Okay. I like Keke's dress. I like the color change of it all. I liked her dress a lot. Keke's there. And I said, Lord Jesus, it's about to get a bit, different. Okay. Now, Wanda was there too. Where's Wanda? Let me add Wanda. I forgot to add Wanda picture. Where's Wanda's messy ass? Okay. Wanda was sitting up there too. Okay. But Wanda didn't say much this episode, but again, we know it's a 3-part reunion. There's Wanda. I'm sure I'll probably use that picture next week for the thing. Carlos asked Mel, why did she invite Keke to her Christmas party? Mel said, I've known Keke before I met Letitia, for one. We have mutual best friends, for two, and so we know each other. And I invited her to my Christmas party. I feel like we all know for a fact the same way that Tisha and Destiny are now friends because they don't like Mel. It's the same way that Mel and Keke are a little bit more cooler because of their issues with Tisha. Okay. Mel also said, Keke, I knew Keke's experiences with Tisha were like mine. So we would talk about it. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? I did suggest Keke to come on to express how she felt about how Tisha does stuff. So Mel didn't lie. It wasn't as people made it seem as if Mel did not know Keke at all. And then all of a sudden was, you know what I'm saying, around Keke. She knew Keke. Keke was invited to a previous party before now, where we know that Tisha told them about her drug problem. So again, Mel already knew Keke, so it's not as if she was a stranger. Whatever. Okay. But Mel said, I did talk to her because we both had the same issues with Tisha, the same way that Tisha and Destiny have an issue with Mel. And so they kiki together and hang out together. Who ain't no issue in that, is it? The fuck. Okay. Anyway. So Marsau then said, well, Marsau said something, I don't know what it was, okay? And Mel said, first of all, y'all have people on the show to come for me, and y'all know who y'all have do y'all dirty work. I think it was about them saying, oh, Mel only had her on here to do dirty work. And I was like, bitch, between Wanda and Mark, what the fuck? Like, Wanda literally does Tisha's dirty work. Mark be on social media doing crazy shit. Period. It's like, how can y'all make it seem like no one has brought someone on the show to say something about somebody else on the show? Again, as I said before, Tisha did that when she brought Kyle on the show to talk shit about Kimmy. So Marsau talking as if, I can't believe you would bring Keke up. Bitch, you brought your Marsau, shut up, because your wife brought your brother's ex-wife on the show about his current wife. Your wife's mother consistently does shit for Tisha against Mel, against Kimmy, hell, against you. Your brother be on social media going off about people for y'all. It's like, what you mad for, bro? What's going on, bro? Why you upset, bro? What's going on, bro? And when Mel said, y'all have consistently brought folks on the show to come at me, that really meant Wanda the most, okay? But Wanda on the show, Mark on social media, okay, the other Scott family or whatever, okay, but I can't ever allow Tisha to say, well, I can. You brought Kyle on to go at Kimmy. Bottom line, boom. Okay, people really need to watch from season 1. You need to at least watch seasons 1 and season 2 over, just to remember some of the stuff that we just kind of forgot or whatever. But I don't forget at all. Okay, and social media is unseen. Yeah, that's very true. That is very, very true. Okay, but I was like, cut the bullshit. You can't make it seem as if, I can't believe you would bring you would bring Keke on the show. Like, so what? Tisha then said that Keke, Tisha then asked Keke, did Mel tell you that she hired someone at the state of Alabama to pull our records? Okay, Keke says, no, I don't say that. No, I don't remember ever saying that. Okay, that's what you said. Tisha gets pissed because Keke is saying she don't remember ever saying that Mel hired someone at the state of Alabama to pull their records. She gets pissed, walks off. Oh, you've been a puppet? You've been a puppet today? Keke said, I'm not a puppet. I'm not anyone's puppet. For me, I don't care. She says how Mel did ask her about Marsau's car accident that happened last season, and Mel did ask like what happened and which car was he in. But it was a casual conversation. They're talking, Tisha ass came out with puppets. I said, bitch, what? Y'all. I said, when I say I was speechless, because I was like, what is she holding? And I'm like, bitch, is those puppets? I said, this bitch got puppets? Who the fuck? The fact that she went and got puppets made with pajamas on, meaning it was supposed to be puppets from Mel's pajama party. How she sat there and called Keke a puppet, got up and went and got the puppets and walked out with a straight face. Yes, she paid to have puppets made, and not even puppets that look like Mel or Keke. It was some regular ass puppets. And everyone was laughing. But I was like, I get folks want to have props. Okay, I get that. I want to have props. So whatever. My hair hurt. Y'all want to put my bun down. This how I sleep with my hair up in the bun. When I'm cooking, I have my hair up in the bun. But I feel like I need my braids down. My head feel tight. But the fact that she went and got puppets and then thought for any reason that it would be amazing. It would be this amazing scene of her walking out in her dress holding the puppets, and we will all laugh with her and not at her. I said, Tisha, everyone is laughing. Everyone is laughing at you. No one is laughing with you. Everyone is laughing at you for paying for puppets and then coming out with the puppets and having and talking. So, Keke, will you come on the show? And I was like, is she trying to use puppet voices? She's really using puppet voices? I was like, bitch, we're laughing at you. We're laughing at you. Like, I was like, no. Thank y'all. It's not going here. I'm getting it rebraided in like 3 weeks. So it'll, I'm gonna have a different color. Yeah, everyone was embarrassed. Thought it was amazing. You are a grown woman with 2 puppets. Had she called Keke a puppet and just stayed talking to her as a puppet, that's fine. But calling her a puppet, getting up and walking away to go get the puppets you brought with you, meaning you always plan to call Keke and Mel pup, because you had Keke and Mel puppets. You always meant to call her a puppet, go get the puppets. You planned, girl, you stupid. You're up here talking with Muppet puppets who look more like your husband than your cousin and your old friend. Okay, that's Marsau. It could be her. It could be her and Marsau. I don't know. Anyway, they're laughing at you. Okay, they're laughing at you. The fuck? You can't talk. You can't just girl. I was like, and your mama sitting there. Your mama didn't raise you right. Okay, your mama did, because your mama didn't raise you right, Keke. I mean, Tisha. It was dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb. Now we have them two kind of going back and forth a little bit. I got their photos, okay? Because when she hear Keke say that Mel did not say she hired, someone to look at their records. She said Mel only asked about the accident and what car was Marsau in, which car did he crash. And then Tisha said, why would she call Keke? Why wouldn't she call Kimmy? Why does it matter who she called? Why does it matter who she called? Who she called? I was like, bitch, what? Why she called Keke? Why did she call Kimmy? Either way it goes, she was asking someone what the fuck happened. Mainly because, if y'all recall, when the accident happened, people kept saying, why was he in his sports car driving to a campsite? Who would take a sports car to a campsite with a whole bunch of dirt or whatever? You would take your work truck. That was what folks were saying when the accident happened, because the accident happened, on the show. It was when the guys were going on a camping trip, and he was supposed to be driving up. Now, he did crash his car. That did happen. But people kept on saying, like, why was he in his sports car driving up there when it's all that dirt? And, like, who would want to maybe mess up their sports car, in the woods with trees and whatever? It's like you would have taken your work truck in case, you was in the dirt, gas or whatever. Who the fuck? That was a conversation then. She probably asked Keke because that's who she was talking to at the time. Anyway, Marsau then says, well, Mel could only have wanted to know which car because, she felt like I could not afford my car because she thinks I'm broke. And I was like, I don't think no one thinks you broke. we do think you make it seem as if like you're rich, and we don't think you're rich. Okay, we don't think that. Okay, but he did this because that's what Keke told them. And Keke told them that Mel asked because Mel thinks y'all broke. And Keke said, I don't think Mel mentioned nothing about y'all being like broke or how much the car costs. No, she said, I do think Mel mentioned something about how much the car costs or something. I do think that Mel said, people can, I don't care. Like, people can afford it. I don't care. People, whatever. I was like, if Keke, this one, Carlos said, Keke, you play double agent because you're telling both sets of people, okay, you're telling Tisha shit that Mel said. You're doubling up, okay. But even I feel like, why would Mel care about a car that Marsau had already had? Why would she care about how much money? I don't think Mel that petty. I don't. I that sounded dumb to me, and I like the fact that Carlos said, Keke, you're playing double agent, because why would you tell both Tisha and Mel what the other one said, making both of them feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're playing let's snitch. I think those two are connected to lawsuit money in the car. Who talking about people's bodies? Who called somebody? Who y'all? Let me go back up and see what is y'all talking about, honey? Who y'all talking about? Oh, Wanda. Wanda is in shape for her age, for one. So, and y'all know we don't body shame around here. We don't do that. Okay, let's not do that. Then we leave that lady alone. You know what I'm saying? Wanda body's her body. Okay, fuck Wanda. But again, we don't leave that be. Anyway, but man, like, I don't care who anybody can afford that car. I don't really care. Okay. Keke brings up how I was not playing double agent. I was showing Tisha my friendship with Mel has nothing to do with, her. Like, it's there's no threat to her with me being cool with Mel. Okay, it's not that at all. Mel said that funds were being misappropriated. Nobody had anything to say about that. It was crickets. I don't know. I can't process that. I think the conversation really was about who he was with, but Keke lied to them about what Mel asked. That's a possibility. That's a good, that could have happened too. But Keke was like, I was trying to let Tisha know, you know, that there's no reason to feel like it's a threat between her and Mel. That ain't what it is. That's not what it is or whatever. Okay. Tisha brings up how her and Keke were close. Me and Keke were raised together. We were really, really close. We grew up close. We would sometimes fight. We would fight. Okay. But we always find our way back to each other. Okay. We've always done that. Keke was like, that's my point. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not nobody's puppet. You know what I'm saying? I march to my own drum. I make my own beat or whatever. And maybe, Keke, okay, I have never tried to hurt you, Keke. I have never tried to hurt you. And I tried to hurt you. Okay. When I was asked by Mel about Tisha and Marsau at her party, I paused before I answered because I knew what they were dealing with. Meaning I knew what Tisha and Marsau was going through. So I paused before I answered. And I said, well, that was nice to pause first. Okay. Thank you, Lady C, for the chat. To the New Year, love, delete. I'm late. Did we discuss fast? Yeah, you late, girl. We 2 hours in. You really late. But I had a whole fast review when they did the when they taped it. So we didn't talk about fashion today, not much. Thank you, Lala, for the sticker, for the dance to the man or whatever. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But Tisha was saying how, again, maybe the old you know what this and that or what. Not the new you. I won't try to hurt you. And Keke said how when Mel asked her about Marsau and Tisha, she paused, knowing what they had been through. They had dealt with things just like any other couple, including rumors of cheating. Karla asked if Tisha ever said to you that Marsau was cheating on her. Keke said no. She's never said no. He then said, has she ever speculated that he cheated? Wanda then said, tell the truth. Tell the truth. That's the only thing Wanda said basically this whole episode. Keke said, Keke pauses. Now, when Keke pauses and she says, well, like any woman, Tisha said, oh, and fell back. Marsau said, don't do all that. Don't do all that. He sits back up. Okay. She said, like any other woman who might have doubts, it makes you look at certain things. I do believe she had to confront the thoughts of if he was cheating or not, if he was cheating or whatever. But this is before the show started. Now, Tisha is oh my God. Whatever. Then she say, Keke knows me really well. She knows me deep. That's why Mel called her. The same way you call Kyla about Kimmy. Points. She then said, I did at one point find a picture of a woman in Marsau's phone. And that's where the episode ends. And in my opinion, if you found a picture of a woman in your husband's phone, there is no reason a picture of a woman should be in his phone. Even if men watch porn on a phone or whatever, there should be no saved photo of some woman in your phone at all. Not at all. Not at all. Did anyone hear Mel say funds from? I did not. Mel said earlier on that she was helping the company scope in the beginning get contracts, but she can't speak on where the money went because Tisha said the business was in the negative when she took it over. So that's all Mel says. Mel did not at all in my thought process say anything about misappropriating funds. So that she did not say at all. But back to Tisha. Tisha admitted that she at one point did find a woman's photo in Marsau's phone. To me, means to Keke that at some point in her marriage, she had to wonder if he's cheating on because she found a photo of a woman in his phone. Now we have to wait until next week to see. I think it was the person may have been naked. Okay. And so we'll have to see how that is explained next week. So y'all know next Sunday at 3 p.m. we'll be back around here live discussing the reunion part 2. Okay. Now look, everyone has had all of their opinions all up and through the comment section. Everyone's opinion of how they feel about this reality show about people we do not know in real life is how they feel. Okay, my job is to tell you how I felt about stuff and crack some jokes. For me, I feel like this was a good part 1. It was a good part 1. Even Keke going back and forth like whatever. I'm not a puppet. I ain't no puppet. I ain't no puppet. I'm like Checker, because Tisha likes making it seem as if Keke is not her own person at all. And making it seem as if Keke is only following Mel. And I'm like, no, if anything, Keke being messy all around because she's still telling you shit. You know what I'm saying? That, in my opinion, don't matter because it's like, girl, whatever. But, you seem a little bit flustered, Tisha. Okay. Great part 1. They cover a whole lot of stuff from earlier on. They just now was getting to stuff that kind of recently happened. Okay. And we have 2 more parts to go. It's a 3-part reunion. After part 3, Love and Marriage DC is back. I will be reviewing Love and Marriage DC. So I hope y'all will also come around here and watch that review too. I told y'all earlier on, I am going to be reviewing a few shows. We have Love and Girl. We have Growing Up Hip Hop is back. I'm reviewing Growing Up Hip Hop. Ready for Sight. Yes. BMF, yes. Ready to Love, yes. Of course, Love and Marriage, Huntsville in DC, yes. And then Potomac, yes. And I said I already said Love at the Lockup. So those are the shows I'm doing. Love at the Lockup, Growing Up Hip Hop, Ready to Love, Potomac, DC and Huntsville, Married at First Sight. So that's what I'm doing. So those are the shows I'll be doing throughout the week. Okay. So the same way we had a good time here with the foolishness or whatever, but we have a good time all week. I might be live later today for maybe a gossip chat. I don't know. Tomorrow I'll be live around 3 p.m. for Potomac review because I'm off work tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a 3 p.m. review, and then I'm back to work. So remember, after tomorrow, y'all, all my lives will be at 9 p.m. Okay, after I get off work. Anyway, y'all, a good time was had by all. The foolishness was all up and through this shit. Okay, everybody was around here acting like they act. Okay, everybody had this, everybody had that. Okay, we will see what happens in the next 2 parts. I will either see y'all later on today, or I will for sure see y'all tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a host, JayBird, and now, okay, do not forget to follow me. Where on social media? Where at JayLeesCorner on IG or Twitter. Okay, like the video. Okay, thank y'all for those who watch live. Thank y'all for those who will be watching the replay. Y'all know it's all kind of content on my channel. Go watch it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I love everyone. Even if your opinion frustrates me, I love you anyway. Because everyone deserves their own opinion. No one has to agree with me. No one. I don't want y'all to feel like if y'all don't have to. I don't agree. It's like it's fine. I love folks who have their own opinion. Mine matters the most because it's my channel. But I love you guys anyway. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. We're done. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Love you all. Bye.